Okay, now let's have example number 7. Observe that in example number 7, alternate yung mga negative sign. Okay? And then, it seems that our numbers are perfect square numbers. Diba? These are perfect square numbers. Now, let's try to note again that here, n is 1. Dito naman, n is 2. N is 3. N is 4. N is 5. Okay? I know, n is 5. Also, for this case class, disregard muna natin yung mga negative sign. Okay? Kumbaga, let's consider first 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. Let's disregard first the negative sign. In relation to 1, diba? Since for sure this is not with common differences, with common ratio, but rather square of a number. So 4 is just 2 squared, diba? Ito 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, 6 squared. Okay? And paano natin magagamit yung mga n to write them in this way? Now, observe consistently 2, so dito lang tayo mag-change. So, again, our goal is to utilize yung mga n, since wala siya dun sa special type natin. So, we have now, para maging 2, di ba? So, pwedeng 1 plus 1. Okay. Pwedeng 1 plus 1 squared. Ito naman, 2 plus 1 squared. Ito, 3 plus 1 squared. Diba? Pareho lang sila. 4. Diba? Kasi pang 4 term to class. Ito. 4 plus 1 squared. Ito naman, diba? 5 plus 1 squared. Okay? So, it seems na, ginagawa lang natin is, this is just n plus 1 squared, diba? Kung n is 1, 1 plus 1, 2 squared is 4. If 2 plus 1 is 3 squared is 9. Pag 3, kasi third term, 3 plus 1, 4 squared is 16, and so on. Okay? So, na-generalize na natin yung pattern dito. Okay? The problem now is, paano ba natin gagawing alternate yung mga sign? Diba? So, paano yung sa first and third, sa fifth, mga negative? So, for sure, it seems na nagmumultiply lang tayo ng negative 1. Diba? So, for example, sa 2 squared, nagmumultiply lang tayo ng negative 1. Okay? So, in this case, this is really negative 4. Pero pag a sub 2, so this is 3 squared. Wait lang. Medyo magulo. Apply natin ulit. So, again, sabi ko, na-generalize na natin yung mga terms. Yung problema na lang natin is the sign. Okay? Now, a sub 1 is just 1 plus 1 squared, diba? Kasi 2 squared siya. And then, if we're going to multiply negative 1, still, that is negative 4. Dito naman, 2 plus 1 squared times negative 1. Kapag ganito class, ang sagot natin is negative 9, diba? 2 plus 1, 3 squared is 9. 9 times negative 1 is negative 9. Ang tanong, paano natin siya gagawing positive? So, one way is, i-square natin to. Tama? Kasi negative 1 squared is 1. So, 2 plus 1, so magiging 3 squared to class, times 1, which is 9, diba? Tama? So, 3 squared times 1 is 9. Next, let's have a sub 3. So, this is 3 plus 1 squared times negative 1. So, kung magta-times negative 1 lang tayo, magiging siyang, okay, negative pa din. So, that is negative 16. Okay? And then, a sub 4. A sub 4 natin, okay? A sub 4 is just 4 plus 1 squared times, so this is 25. Kung ma-times tayo negative, magiging negative 25 siya. Ang tanong, paano natin to magiging, or paano natin to gagawing negative, positive yung negative 1. So, pag tig-square natin to class, di ba? Still, this is positive na. Tama? So, ang pattern natin so far is alternate. Ito parang raised to 1 siya, di ba? 1, parang raised to 1. Ito 2. Pero medyo mahirap siya. Alternate. Hindi natin magagawan siya ng alternative. Try natin i-observe. Okay? Gamitin ulit natin yung concept ng n. Kagaya dito. So, 1, a sub 1, so ang exponent natin 1. Pag 2, ang exponent natin dito ay 2. Pag 3, so kung gagawin natin to class 3, is it still negative? So, negative 1 cube, that is negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1, still negative siya class. So, kapag tig-multiply natin yan dito, negative 16. What about dito, kung gagawin natin 4? So, negative 1 raised to 4 is positive 1, di ba? Negative 1 times negative 1, 1 times negative 1, negative 1 times negative 1, positive 4. Okay? So, pwedeng ganito yung pattern natin. So, ibig sabihin, kapag a sub 5, so that is 5 plus 1 squared, diba? Ito yung pattern natin. Times, negative 1 raised to 5, is it negative ba? Negative 1 raised to 5 is negative. So, 5 plus 1 squared, so that is 36. So, negative 36. So, ibig sabihin, if we're going to generalize now, okay, considering the negative sign, so, we will be having n plus 1 squared times, since yan yung consistent dito, negative 1. Observe ano yung mga exponent natin dito. Diba? Yan lang yung mga n lang naman. Diba? So, raised to n. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito yung general formula niya. So, ano ba yung lesson dito naman for this kind of example? So, one realization is, kapag alternate class, yung mga signs, ito yung usually nasa general form. May negative 1 raised to something. That would depend na lang kasi, not all the times n yan. Pero for sure, we are multiplying negative 1 dyan. Okay? Minsan kasi n plus 1 yan. So, yan yung clue para sa paggawa ng general formula. And then, kapag alternate, di ba, to consider another, para makonsider mo naman yung mismong mga numbers, pwede mong gawin to. Tig-disregard ko muna class yung mga negative, at dito muna ako nag-focus, and saka ko hinanapan ng pattern. Okay? So, again, still, same technique class, we utilize the n. We try to rewrite it, di ba? Okay? Into other forms using your n, mga n. So, yan actually yung general technique natin. We utilize n. And then, for negative, we have this. So, that ends. Now, to write, di ba? So, the nth term is given by a sub 1 times n plus 1 squared times negative 1 raised to n. So, yan yung general term natin for that example. So, that ends now our examples. Again, I hope nabigyan ko kayo ng magandang at least madami-daming techniques, okay? So to summarize, kapag same, let's summarize it now. Kapag same number or same number ang ina-add or sinusubtract, okay? Let's get our eraser. Hold on. So, i-generalize natin yung mga techniques natin. So, pag same number yung ina-add natin, okay, or sinusubtract, we have this form, e sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay? Ito yung may common differences. Next naman, kapag may common ratio, we have this. Okay? We use this, again, kapag may common ratio. Okay? And actually, the last technique is by rewriting each term using n. Okay? So, ito yung general way natin. Okay? To find the general term. Again, it would depend on the given. Kapag hindi nag-fall dito sa dalawa, it would really depend on the given sequence. And, again, yung tips ko kapag alternate yung signs, for sure, nagmumultiply tayong negative 1 raised to something. Okay? Raised to something. So, pwedeng n plus 1, depende kung paano nilagay yung alternate. Okay? So, sana nabigyan ko kayo ng ways, di ba? Sana clear din. Now, if you have questions, class, regarding our examples, okay, just consult me during our discussion or our consultation time. Again, it's 2 to 3 p.m. So, thank you so much for watching. So, I hope you learned something today and I was able to clarify our lesson. So, goodbye now, grade 10. That's all. Bye. Take care.